Hello, I'm Nick Hodgson from Astro Gems, and we're here today to talk about the three metal bangle. And this is a bangle that a lot of people know about because in the autobiography of a yogi, Swami Sri Yukteswar says to Paramahansa Yogananda a specific quote in the chapter Outwitting the Stars. And he says, "For general purposes, I counsel the use of an armlet made of gold, silver, and copper. But for a specific purpose, I want you to get one made of silver and lead." And then Sri Yukteswar added careful directions. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the three metal bangle, and there's a lot of information on my website about it, a lot of frequently asked questions, a lot of information. And Astro Gems has been doing repairs to three metal bangles now for over 10 years, and we've dialogued with a lot of members who wear them, and we've discovered that there's a small body of people out there who aren't happy with the comfort of the design, and they don't find it particularly ergonomic. And with that in mind and our own experience, we thought we would have the liberty to evaluate whether we could change the design yet still have the same quality of pure gold, copper and silver. And so the design essentially is a spring bangle design, and the springs can stretch, which make them very comfortable on the arm when the biceps move. And I have with me here today Eugene, who's a really good friend, and who, how long have we known each other?
Gosh, years.
Well,
15?
don't say too many. Did you say 15 or 18?
15, close to, yeah.
At
it's hard to
least,
tell,
at
at
least.
least.
I first met Eugene
I
15
first
years
met-
ago.
When I first came on the
And,
path,
uh,
absolutely.
And he's been watching with interest discoveries Astro Gems has been making, and Meditation Bangles has been making, and copperspringbangles.com has been making, and has commented to me how he found, and I'll say it in your own words, when you wore the three metal bangle, what did you feel?
Well, the SRF bangle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and I love the SRF bangle, but, I tend to be pretty active, and I find that when I wear it on the wrist, it was extremely uncomfortable. I do a lot of running, I do marathons, and when I would wear it up closer to my arm, higher up in my arm, it does feel much better. However, it would dig into the fleshy part, and especially when I would sleep, it would, for some reason, it would cut off the circulation in my whole arm, and so I would end up shaking it, or it just, as you said, it wasn't ergonomic. And since wearing this, just immediately when putting it on, it feels very comfortable. I can't even feel like it's there. And you can also too, what I see right away is that there's more surface area touching. There's more metals touching my
Right,
skin.
which is very important.
Absolutely, and I just love it. I love it. I love the design. I love that it's discreet. So at work, I can just.
So if someone
tuck
comes
it
up to you
away.
and goes, "Hey Eugene, how you doing?" They can't feel it because it follows the
Genius,
contours of your
genius,
arm. But
absolutely.
it's smooth and it doesn't stick out. It follows the
Absolutely.
contours of
It's
your arm.
and this is probably the first endorsement I've given, but it is a sheer genius design, brilliant. For
Settle down.
no,
Cut,
seriously,
cut.
done. No, I absolutely love it,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I just wanna say
what
thank
you decided to do was actually wear more metal
Yes.
than is in the three metal bangle.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people think that there's a sacred recipe formulated specifically for every individual that's the same all over, and I'd actually differ with that, because when you wear this bangle, the three metal astrological bangle very generously made by SRF and sold at pretty much at cost, the copper's going to wear out. If you're very active and you sweat a lot, the acidic influence of perspiration will dissolve the copper and the copper wire will break. And that's why we do so many repairs. That immediately right there will halve the weight of the copper, which is somewhere around 20 grams. And if it's a sacred recipe, and actually my copper wire just broke today, funny enough, because it gets so thin, then obviously this strict recipe isn't cast in stone, and our philosophy observation with Astrogems is the sufficient weight should be procured, and to wear extra weight is still benign, is still beneficial. And there's a resistance from the electrical body in larger people where wearing a little bit more gold or silver copper can be beneficial. I think it's important to have the right matrix of amounts, the right,
Absolutely.
formula that way.
Absolutely.
But it's definitely not breaking any rules in the electromagnetic rule book on wearing more pure silver,
Not at
pure
all.
copper, or pure gold.
I agree.
And can you put your finger on it, under it, and stretch
Absolutely.
it just to show? So it stretches, and when your huge biceps flex, look at those. That's why he's the model and not me, by the way.
No, but to your point, it does give, and it stretches, and it conforms to your arm. I
Yeah,
love it. It's
yeah.
a great design.
And it
Great
probably
design.
has a surface area actually touching the skin
It
that
does.
we guesstimate to be at least 7 or 8 times more metal
Wow.
touching the skin
Wow.
than the 3 metal bangle. And so, we're not saying it's better, we're just saying that some people will prefer it.
Right.
And because of its discreetness, comfort, you can wear it on the wrist, you can wear it on your thigh if you want, you can wear it wherever you like. But most people will choose to wear it on above the bicep,
Above the bicep.
and out of sight, out of mind,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
fall in love with it, we hope. So I think that's it.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Eugene, for being our model.
I try.
And thank you very much again.